we'll see Kenneth Walker. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Dolphins and the Rams, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 61 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Hey, cross field, check pink. Check white, yellow, line. Hut, hut.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Okay, ready?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty much unreal. Not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Ready?
2nd and 9 now. And he rifles one incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. Back to throw. Caught by Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. 11 yards for number 11. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Stafford. On the screen, this is Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now it's Stafford. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Stafford. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Stafford. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Stafford now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their time. To try again after the sack. Stafford across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Jose Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Come on, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a completion to Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to... Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Okay, right?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He'll get this to Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Stafford to Cup there for a Rams first down. He'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down at Stafford. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards. Tough.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. They'll set up a throw. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Miami.
Ready, set.
It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop him.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And think about this strong safety position. And they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. On third down, here's Walker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Kelsey, 42 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, set, blue check. Go ready.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left is Walker.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Down.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the